Like, I remember watching the Sydney Olympics and seeing all of these girls out in the field and how amazing they were, and you always wish that in any sport you could be an Olympian.
I remember when I was 14, I went to the Sydney Olympics and my cousin played for the Kookaburras and won a bronze medal. And that was probably the first day that I thought that's something that I really want.
It's just amazing that it could be a possibility that I would be going and representing my country at the biggest sporting event in the world.
It's very pressurising, and that pressure is what drives you to personal bests at national records.
I don't take too well to failure or anything like that. I think that comes from being a competitive athlete. You learn to like the wins more than the fails.
My work ethic on the field and my ability to communicate to a team of players is probably one of my strengths, and that's what's got me here today, rather than the whole amazing skillfulness. Definitely there's a physical load on yourself because of that step up you have to take in Olympic year, because every other team in the world's doing it. You start running more Ks, doing more skill development, and the body definitely takes a toll. And you always think, when am I going to have a day where I'm not sore? I think it's just know what your limits are and always be pushing them, whether it be at uni or on your sporting field. It's all about testing yourself and not underestimating your abilities. Just because someone else can't do something doesn't mean you're going to be in that same category.
I'm quite tenacious and determined and competitive. I don't like losing. I handle losing. We're all very driven towards reaching our potential, but when you do start to attain really good numbers, you start to know what you're capable of. And to me, that was probably something that provided the most pressure. You get to that stage and you're like, oh, what now? You know, I'm going really fast. Well, you're gonna have to do that in your race. You know that, you know. So your bar gets raised, and if you don't achieve that in the race, just gutted, disappointed.
I find that I really enjoy challenges and I rise to the occasion when there is a challenge. But I also think that the failures do fuel me to become a better person. When I was 15, I started experiencing clonus, which is basically when your muscles start to spasm uncontrollably. From there on, I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. After I was diagnosed, I kept swimming because I found that I loved it. I found that I loved this side of swimming that I didn't really actually know. It was a whole new world. It opened up me to the side of disability swimming and what it means to be a person with a disability and how to overcome obstacles and discrimination.
I'd like to think I'm a really good teammate. I'm honest and vulnerable, but when I get on the field I'm ferocious and unforgiving, but I think you need that tenacity to be able to impact a contest. I think there's a real expectation that the Kookaburras will win everything, including a gold medal, and I always laugh when I read newspaper articles that state this is how many gold medals we're going to win. People who sit in their offices and write these articles have no idea how difficult it is to win a gold medal. And I think when a team comes together, the connection is so strong that not only do we know what one another are going to do, we carry it out. One life lesson, it's more of a sporting lesson, but it's don't count your games, make your games count. You can apply that to life. Don't count your days, make your days count.
So our routines are really hard, and before I go into it, I just say to myself, you know, be brave. Be brave enough to be tired and exhausted and keep pushing. Don't be scared to get halfway through the routine and be dead. I guess it's different from other sports because in other sports you want to swim your best and do your best and show yourself off. But in synchro, if you show yourself off to the point that you stand out, that's not what makes a good team. When we're all on that same page, when our energies all come together, that's when we have an amazing swim. And you can feel it as you swim. You can feel that the person next to you is doing and thinking the exact same thing. I say stick with it. Stick with your dreams. Make sure you have fun along the way. That is the most important thing. As long as you enjoy it and do what you love, then you'll be successful.
You always wish you're going to be an Olympian, and you always wish you're going to represent your country at the Olympic Games.
I'm out to win, but at the same time I have a huge amount of respect for my competitors.
I want to come out of that race thinking that I did everything I possibly could to do that race the best that I could.
I've always said medals don't define who I am, but I'd love to win a gold medal for the country, for everyone who's come through the squad in the last 4 years, and for all those family and friends back home.
Before we go on to swim, we always say we're Australian. We've just got to go out and be proud to be Australian, and you just kind of get a fire inside of you. It feels amazing.